What if I told you the way you love today was written before you could speak? In our first years, a single bond shapes everything. A caregiver's embarrass, a gentle gaze, a voice that says, "You are safe here." If this bond is strong, the world becomes a playground. We dare to explore, knowing we can always return to that safe base. But if it's fragile, the world feels cold. We hesitate, we fear, we wonder, will someone be there if I fall? This is the silent power of attachment, the invisible script beneath every relationship you will ever have. Securely attached people carry trust like an invisible shield. They connect, they love, they rise. But insecure attachment writes a different story. They struggle to trust, they crave closeness yet fear it. Relationships feel like walking on the thin glass. Psychologists define three forms of this insecurity: anxious, ambivalent, desperate for love but doubting it, anxious, avoidant, fearing intimacy and hiding emotions, anxious, disorganized, torn between craving and fearing connection. These are not flaws, these are the survival codes written when survival was all that mattered, and they follow us until we rewrite them. To see this in life, meet the Smith family. Four kids: Luca and Joe, Amy, loving parents, warm home. But one day, tragedy strikes. Mr. Smith dies. Mrs. Smith, drowning in the grief, works day and night. The hugs grow fear, the laughter quiets, and each child begins to rewrite their own story. Same house, same mother, but for every different futures are being born. Luca, the secure one. Luca is 6. His early years were full of warmth, even now, with his father gone. He trusts his word. He knows mom will be there. This trust becomes his armor. He grows up confident, optimistic, unafraid to love. His self image, positive. His relationship, strong. Secure attachment gave Luca freedom, not from pain, but from being ruled by it. And the anxious, ambivalent, and is there. Her mother's love feels unpredictable now, sometimes close, sometimes gone. So Anne clings, she cries louder, demands harder, hoping to never be forgotten. When comfort finally comes, she pulls back. Her little heart whispers, "Don't show too much." She might leave again as an adult, and fears abdominant swings between need and distance, and is called moody. But beneath it is all a child just asking, "Will you stay?" The joy avoidant. Joy is second. He spends his days with an uncle who loves him but believes love means discipline. When Joy cries, his uncle scolds. When he laughs too loud, he is punished. Joy learns a quiet lesson: hide your feelings. They are dangerous. As a man, he avoids intimacy, mistrusts, closeness, and struggle to open his heart, not because he doesn't care, but because caring once brought pain. Amy is one, sent to a nursery where comfort is rare and the fear is common. The people she longs for sometimes hurt her. This creates chaos in her tiny mind. Love equals pain, safety equals fear. As an adult, Amy avoids relationships altogether, convinced she is unworthy of love. In truth, she isn't unworthy. She is just a child who never felt safe enough to believe otherwise. Now, here to discuss stress and biology. Attachment isn't only emotional, it's a chemical. When a baby feels abundant, stress hormones flood their body. Heart races, blood pressure rises, the brain rewires for survival, not growth. Chronic stress, toxic stress can ever alter genes, shaping health for decades. Attachment lies on the body as much as the soul. Scientists can measure attachment just at 1 year old. In the strange situation, a baby plays with their mom. She leaves, then returns. A secure baby runs to her, calms, and plays again. An insecure one clings desperately or turns away. unable to find peace. Even then, the story of their future is already whispering. Attachment predicts more than childhood happiness, it shapes entire lives. Minnesota researchers could predict high school dropouts at the age 3. Harvard found that the distant parents' bonds predicted heart disease decades later. John Bowlby said, what cannot be communicated to the mother cannot be communicated to self. To truly know who we are, we may need to revise it those first bonds, heal them, and finally write a new story. Because you are never broken, you are becoming.